And I forgot to go over the data files for QGIS Lesson 4. So I will do that now. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that I want to go over right now. So right click on these and open those in Notepad. And again, we'll get rid of the Lesson 3 data files real quick. And we have the levy.dat, which is not the easiest file to go over. So just note that if you don't have your levy, this first line here, this first variable will raise every levy by a certain amount. It's in feet or meters. This is to determine whether or not you're using prescribed failure or no failure is 0, prescribed failure is 1, and erosion failure is 2. These are the levies themselves. Not much you can do with this file as far as checking levies because it's a little too complicated. And then down here is the levy failure data for those walls that we calculated failure data for. And the reason why our failure didn't turn on was because I didn't set the switch when I did the levy. So we have actually no failure at this point. That's fine. You can run it first with no failure, and then run it with failure turned on. This is, okay, let's go to ARF. This is the ARF.dat, and T line means totally blocked. Well, these are the cells that are totally blocked. Let's get down here to, these are the cells that are partially blocked. And as you can see, we did not set this up to calculate partial WRFs. So they're all 0, but we did set it up to calculate partial ARFs. So if this one has a 0.38, it is blocked. The 38% of that cell is blocked. So the depth and the volume of that cell will be based on that remainder of the water, or the remainder of the area that's left on the cell to calculate a volume for. And these ones are totally blocked, so 100% of the area is blocked. Water cannot flow past that cell. It can rain onto it and then flow off of it, but it cannot flow past it. Sometimes if there's a cell that has like 99, 9, 96, 91, it's going to reset it to 1, and then this is the old data and this is the corrected data, and the engine does that, not the GUI, or not QGIS. So I guess I could go in real quick back into QGIS. Sorry, I closed it. I just want to open this up real quick and make sure we're in the right one. So lesson 1, and I'm not sure what I'm in right now, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this, and I'll just extract lesson 4 complete, because I know that it's good. I've had some technical difficulties getting the lesson 2 video out, so I kind of have to keep restarting lesson 2. Let's let this load real quick. Shouldn't take very long, and then I'll show you where to turn the failure on for walls. If you don't turn it on, it will ignore the data. If you turn it on, it will run the failure. Okay, yes, and we should see walls in here as soon as it starts up. Yep, we got our walls in there. And then over here in your levy editor, levy and breach editor, you can just check prescribed failure, and you don't have to do anything else because the failure is already set up. So you just check it, and then you export the levies again. Don't need the entire system. We can just export the levies, and it will overwrite that data. Let me get to the right location. It's going to overwrite that levy file, and give me 1 second to go show you that. Well, actually, I can just go to Notepad++ and it will reload. So I click yes, and if I go to the top, you see that that switch is now turned on. And this one changed a little bit too because it was updated by that table as well. And so now the levy failure will be applied the next time that you run it. Okay, I'll stop the recording and we are moving on to the next lesson.